When did a petty bitch get exactly what they deserved? My neighbor Mr. Smith disappeared for 3 months and came back paralyzed from the waist down. I later found out he had served 3 months in Afghanistan. The contractor's truck was already there to install a ramp. Absolutely not, Karen said, popping up out of nowhere. This violates section 3.2 of our architectural guidelines. All exterior modifications require 30 days notice and board approval. Maria, Liam's wife, was shaking. Karen, he literally cannot get into his house. He's paralyzed. Karen finally looked at Liam in his wheelchair. Hospital ban's still on. Well, that's what apartments are for. Maybe this neighborhood isn't suitable for your needs anymore. The contractor tried to reason with her. Ma'am, it's just a temporary wooden ramp. We can match whatever color. Are you licensed and bonded through our approved vendor list? Karen interrupted. When he said no, she smiled. Then you're trespassing. I'm calling the police. Liam wheeled forward. Karen, please, I just got home. I haven't seen my kids in 2 weeks. She actually bent down to his level, condescending as hell. You know, I find it interesting that you were walking just fine at the Memorial Day barbecue. Now suddenly you need special accommodations? My jaw dropped. She was actually accusing a paralyzed veteran of faking. I have his medical records right here, Maria said, pulling out paperwork. Karen waved her hand dismissively. Anyone can forge documents. I've seen plenty of R-words pretend to be disabled for special treatment. That's when things got bad. Liam tried to wheel himself up the front steps. Fine, I'll do it myself. But wheelchairs aren't made for stairs. On the second step, he lost his grip and the chair started tipping. I lunged forward but couldn't catch him in time. He crashed backward onto the concrete driveway. The sound was horrible. Metal and flesh hitting pavement. Liam cried out, clutching his back. Maria screamed and ran to him. And Karen? She pulled out her phone and started recording. Everyone see that? He moved his legs. I knew he was faking, but he hadn't moved his legs. It was just his body convulsing from the pain. Tom from next door came running. I'm calling 911. He already had his phone out. 911? Yes, we have a paralyzed veteran who fell from his wheelchair. Karen marched over and shouted loud enough for the dispatcher to hear. This is a false alarm. I'm Karen, HOA president of Willowbrook Estates. This man is faking his injuries for sympathy. He's an actor, not a veteran. Tom stared at her in disbelief. Are you insane? He turned back to his phone. No, please send an ambulance to 1547 Oak. Karen grabbed for his phone. I have legal authority over this property as HOA president. This is a non-emergency. Cancel the ambulance. Karen, call an ambulance. For his acting performance? I don't think so. She was still filming. Liam was turning pale, sweat pouring down his face. My medication, he gasped. It's inside. The nerve pain. Maria was sobbing. He needs his pain meds every 4 hours or the damaged nerves feel like they're on fire. Please, just let us get him inside. Karen lowered her phone. Nerve pain? How convenient. What's next? Emotional support peacocks? More neighbors were gathering now. Jenny, the nurse from 2 houses down, knelt beside Liam. His blood pressure is spiking. This is serious. Karen turned on her. Don't you have an expired vehicle registration? I'd hate to have to report that. That's when 10-year-old Timmy, who Liam used to play catch with before his accident, pushed through the crowd. Why won't you let Mr. Liam go home? He asked Karen. She pointed her clipboard at him. Because rules exist for a reason, young man. Timmy looked at Liam on the ground, then back at Karen. But he's hurt. He protected our country. Karen rolled her eyes. Allegedly. The crowd went silent. You could feel the shift in the air. Tom pulled out his phone. Jenny started live streaming on Facebook. This is Karen Henderson, HOA president of Willowbrook, preventing a paralyzed veteran from entering his home. Karen's face went white. You can't film me without permission. That's illegal. Within minutes, the video had 50 shares, then 80. The contractor, who'd been waiting quietly, revved his truck. You know what? I'm building this ramp. Sue me. Karen screamed about fines and lawsuits, but suddenly no one cared. Karen tries to body block the contractor's truck, screaming, I'll have you all arrested, and starts calling every board member, threatening to sue each neighbor personally for $10,000. But what she didn't know is that we were all ready to dethrone her, once and for all. Full story on channel, link below.